Hey, what's up everybody? Well, today is February 9th, and today is the last day that I will own the Ursa Minor. I have decided to change platforms again, mainly because I have so much trouble keeping my Jeep running and it's very expensive. So I am selling the Ursa Minor and I got it loaded up. Well, it was already loaded, but I have the camper top, or the hard top loaded up. And I'm going to trailer it over to Knoxville, selling it to a guy, and then we're going to swap it out. It's actually raining today, but I've moved over to a pickup platform, and we got the new Nissan Frontier, and I have a Go Fast camper that I bought used that I'm going to get to put on the back of this. So I'll still have the same type of setup with a pop-up tent on the back, but I'll have a lot more space in the bed and a little bit more room inside there for camping. So I'm excited. So that's what's happening today.
Yeah, kind of a crappy day to be taking the top of your Jeep off, but it is what it is. All right, might look a little bit different. I got there a little bit late and everybody was standing around waiting on me, so I didn't actually get to film anything, but we did get the top switched over, and Tim's going to send me a picture of his Jeep when he gets a chance. It actually looked really good. He has the tan Rubicon Recon model that has leather seats and everything in it, and it's all jacked up. It looks really sweet. But here's a look at the ruby red Jeep now that it's all said and done. So it's back to its normal. But, yeah, I'm gonna be a little sad to let it go, because the Ursa was a great camper. I just had the wrong Jeep to have it on, so hang on, I'm getting gas. So anyway, he'll get to enjoy that, and then I'm talking to the guy in Santa Fe that has the Go Fast camper, and he is ready for me to come get it. So we're going to try to figure out maybe getting out there this week to get that loaded onto the truck, and then we'll be back in business. We'll have a pop-up camper and a bigger platform to work with, and I think that's going to be really great. So that's the deal. So all right. Getting the truck ready to head out. Gonna head to Santa Fe here in just a few minutes. It's Sunday the 12th, nope, the 11th, and Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm not a football guy, so I think the traffic will be light. So I'm gonna try to get about 5 or 7 hours in tonight. Heading to Santa Fe, New Mexico to pick up the Go Fast camper. The guy called me yesterday and said he sold his truck and it's at the dealer, and so the dealer's gonna help move everything over. So that's what's going on. So trying to get everything packed, get everything squared away, and then be on the road for 3 days straight at least. So that's what's happening. So I'll keep you updated. All right, so it's about 11:30, and I'm at Love's getting gas. I've driven about 6 hours, and I got a really loud car. I got a hotel room in Fort Smith, which is right on the Arkansas-Oklahoma border, and when I plugged in the address into the GPS, it said winter storm 40 miles away. So I'm gonna kind of drive right up to the winter storm and get the hotel and then stay the night there. And then tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I've never tried this, but I'm going to call the Department of Transportation, you know, the state trooper office, and ask them how the roads are going out towards Oklahoma City, and then get a report on that, because you really can't tell from the weather map. But I will show you the map. And when I first looked at it, it said that there was only like an inch of snow, and then when I looked at it later today, it said that there was 5 inches of snow. So in Texas because they're not used to snow. 5 inches is very significant. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Winter storm warning in about 21.1 miles from current location.
Yeah, so it's telling me about it again. So, but the temperatures are supposed to be warmer tomorrow. So I think whatever does happen, it should melt off pretty quick. So that's what I'm hoping for. I had 17 hours on my drive, and I drove all the way down to, I think I'm gonna have 9 hours tomorrow, so it won't be that bad. So that'll be good. And then what I don't have for the camper is the weather stripping. I ordered it, and it's actually going to come in on Tuesday, the day that I'm actually picking it up in Santa Fe. So that kind of stinks. So I think I'm going to have to go to Home Depot and get some other type of weather stripping to add to the truck rails. And then at some point, I figure I'll hoist the camper up in my barn and put the weather stripping in that's actually made for it. So that's kind of a pain, but I don't really know what else to do. But all right, so I'm going to sign off. Going to be at the hotel in about a half hour, spend the night, and see what tomorrow brings. Well, good morning. I survived the night in the hotel, and slept really solid, and woke up about 5:30 and got ready to head out. It's been raining off and on with intermittent snow, but it's not bad. There's a little bit of dusting along the roadway, but the road's perfectly clear, and hopefully it'll stay this way. I know they got more snow over towards Amarillo, so we'll just have to see. I did find a website online that, I don't remember what it was called, but I'll look it up. And it tells you what the road conditions are, and they have like cameras all along the roadway, so you can actually look at the camera and see what the roadway looked like. So I looked at that before I left, and the cameras showed some of them were from a plow truck, and then the plow truck, it looked like the roads were clear, and then the cameras showed that the roads were clear. And then what's nice is it'll actually say, you know, heavy snow conditions, proceed with caution. You know, it tells you that the bridge is ice before the roads do, things like that. But they didn't have any conditions that said to not drive. It just said use caution, and that's all it said. So I figured that was a go. So far so good. I'm almost about 50 miles from Oklahoma City, and it says I'll be getting into Santa Fe at 3:30 this afternoon. So maybe if things work out right, maybe I get the camper tonight. We'll have to see the timing on that, but either way, first thing tomorrow for sure, and then that gives me plenty of time to get my drive back. So all right, so that's it. All right, so this is on the west side of Oklahoma City, so they did get a lot more snow over here. I've counted probably a dozen cars in the ditches. So I'm happy that I got off last night, but the roads are clear and dry, so it looks good.
Continue on I-40 West, entering New Mexico.
All right, so my drive last night really helped out because I was able to get about 7 hours in, which is a 17-hour drive, and then today I just had 10 hours. And I've really made good time today because I left at 6 a.m. and it's 4 now, and I'm here. The clocks did roll back an hour because we're on mountain time now, but I'm going to be able to pull into the dealer and get the go ahead and get the camper moved over right now. And I'm thinking I might just start heading back home because I could drive another 4 or 5 hours tonight easily before I get tired, so that would help me, and I'll be able to get home on Tuesday rather than Wednesday because we have lots of stuff to do with the kiddos. So getting home a day early would actually help. I grew up in New Mexico, so all this terrain, it just reminds me of home. I grew up further south, but we had all this type of terrain down where I lived as well, so it definitely brings back a little bit of memories of growing up in this environment. And then there's lots of mountains here in Santa Fe too, and you can see the peaks of the mountains of, it's probably Taos up there, and there's snow, so that's a big ski area here. Anyway, so the next step is pull in and get the camper put on. Hopefully it's not hard. I think it's pretty good. So here's the camper. Ah. Very cool. So it's your first day, huh?
So when I usually just on the back, then I just stop it in from the back.
Yeah.
Then I can.
Right. Okay, so we just got the camper unbolted from his truck, and we're gonna go over to this back lot, and he's gonna get some techs to come over and help shift it over. So I'm hoping I can set up the camera so we can see it. That's my plan.
Right back with the help. Thank you. Then please tell them I'll pick up. Okay.
Trying to find the best place to record this.
Ready? Wait. All right. Up here.
Yeah, I think they lie about the weight on these things. That's super heavy. And the bed is mostly what's heavy. But looks good, looks good. So now we got to get the mounts on, and then it'll be ready to go.
So yeah, it has to move forward a little bit, right?
Forward because
This is hidden.
okay. Come a little bit, not much.
Yeah, not much. That should do it.
Wow. Oh, this. Like this. All right, there's Go Fast Camper on our truck. All right, well, I didn't get much time to show you the camper or anything, but the sunset, it just looks really great out here. But I'm really happy with that. I'd never actually seen one of these before, and it is really solid. It's a lot more robust than what I thought it would be. And we did pop the top on it, and the bed is probably at least twice the size of the Ursa Minor. I mean, I believe it's a queen size bed up there. I mean, it's massive. And so that's exciting. And then having this room in the back, there's a lot more space back there than what I realized that I would have. He gave me a couple extra boards. I think there's a board where I can take the section out and have like a small board, so that way the heater can actually heat the tent. And I wish I brought my heater because it's freezing cold here. So I'll probably do a hotel tonight because I don't have a heater. He also gave me this awning. Not awning, but a fin, better word, a fairing, that's the word I'm looking for, to blow the air over. And you actually can't hear any wind noise or anything from the camper at all. So that's really cool. And he gave me
a DC to DC charger that was probably about 300 bucks, or I think they're 379 is what he paid for it, but he just gave it to me because he doesn't need it anymore. So anyway, and then I have these 2 beef bars up here, and then he gave me another one that goes on the back, and then a bunch of the little washers and T-nuts that actually go for this. He just handed me a whole bag of them, and I think those nuts they're $5 each, and I have like an entire bag full of them. So I'm excited. So anyway, that's a cool scene right there. Got the sunset of Santa Fe in the background. Just pretty remarkable. So really happy, really excited to use it, and I hope the video and everything comes out well. I'll do a walk around later when I get home and show you all the details. Not that other people haven't done it, but this one's mine and this is my channel, so I'll just do that. There's absolutely nobody out here. This is south of Santa Fe on, gosh, US 285. There's just a few cars that have passed, but I mean, there's not a town around, there's not a gas station around, you're just out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, good morning. Today is February 13th, and I ended up grabbing a hotel last night because I didn't get my diesel heater to put in the camper, and it was really cold. It's been snowing here, I don't know if you can tell, but they had a huge snowstorm, and when I was driving through, I probably saw close to 30 cars in the ditches from people driving on the freeway during the storm. Several really big truck accidents too. But anyway, heading back to Nashville today, and excited about the camper. I've been mulling over the build that I want to do in the back using some 80/20. Going to set up a double battery box with 2 lithium batteries, and I don't know what all I want to do. So there's a lot of thinking that has to go into it, lots of measuring. So anyway, but I'm driving out of Amarillo, Texas this morning, and if you look, I'm just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's just flat here, there's nothing around, but these giant air generators here, windmill generators, are cranking, and the sunrise is coming up, and I just thought it was really cool to just stop for a second and get that on video. It's really pretty. All right, gotta get back at it. I have a little over 13 hours today to drive, so I'll try to get home today. So so I was concerned about what my gas mileage would be with the camper top on the Nissan, and driving out I was getting about 21, almost 22 miles per gallon, and then when I got to Oklahoma, the speed limit's 75. It's probably driving 77, 78, and I was getting right at 19, 20. So right now I've been driving the last 10 miles or so at 65, and it's averaging 22.3. I'm going up a hill right now. See that? And then a little while ago when I was driving 75, 77, I was getting 18.5. So it looks like, you know, if you drive reasonable, you can get really good gas mileage. We did add that wind deflector up top, which is allowing the wind to scoot over the camper a bit. I may take off those crossbars that are on top of the camper just to give it a little bit more aerodynamic, because I'm not using them, and see if that makes any difference. But overall, you know, it's really good. It didn't really change the gas mileage very much at all, putting that on there, and it makes me really happy. And my Ursa Minor, I was getting about 14.5 miles per gallon with the Ursa Minor on there,
and that was with 33-inch tires and a 2-inch lift. And then when I took the camper off and drove it back home from Knoxville, I was getting right about 16 miles per gallon. So I've lost about 1.5 miles with the Ursa Minor on the Jeep. So yeah, so anyway, for those who are interested, it's a couple weeks later, and I'm home. Got the camper here all popped up. I was going to do a quick walk around. Now I have been working on it already. So the first couple things that I've done, well, first off, I put this little handy dandy step here so that I can just climb right up onto the tailgate. Inside, it's all just normal factory stuff. The previous owner didn't leave anything behind. So this is the standard foam that it comes with. It's not upgraded at all. So it's the bed that supposedly everybody says it's not very comfortable. He did give me a couple extra boards. One goes all the way across here. One was a half board. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to order a mattress that will fit in here and come up to this half board and just leave this open. And then that way, when I put in a diesel heater in the bottom, that heat can come up and just heat this up in here. And then I'll take this mattress out and not have it in here at all. And then perhaps, I was looking at the Hess mattress, which is actually inflatable. And I'm hoping that when you deflate it, you might be able to leave a sleeping bag and a pillow or something up here. So that's kind of the idea behind that. But everything's in really good shape. No issues or anything that I would say was a problem. I don't know if you can tell, but I've actually run LED lights up in that little crack that's up there with the extrusion, and came down to the bottom on both sides. You can see the wire down there, and then right here is the light switches. So that's going to be for the a red light and a white light. And then on the bottom down here, I have the wires coming down. I have not wired them up yet, because what I have done is I put in this 3/4 inch board, and these bolts actually go through the drain holes that are in the floor of the bed of the truck, so I didn't drill into the floor. And then I have my fridge already installed here with the fridge slide, which is nice. So I like that. The idea with here, having this board in here, is I didn't want to drill holes into the bed of the truck. And then the wavy part of the truck bed is really hard on your knees. So now I have a flat surface. I'll probably put like a little rug or something over here. But, and then on here, the screws on here, I put the nuts on the other side. They have the spikes that actually pull into the wood. So that is mounted in really solid. Over here, I'm going to build a battery box out of the aluminum extrusion, and I'm hoping to screw it into these screws and maybe a couple screws down here and have that. And then I also want to do the diesel heater right here. All right, so anyway, the idea is I want to put in 2 lithium batteries, but I just set them in here. And there's space beside the fridge where I could just have one right there out of the way, which I do like, because that space probably won't be utilized. And then I can use the aluminum extrusion to build kind of a box around it and close it in. The other option was to put both of them back here. I have another board that goes right there, but it takes up a lot of space, and I want to put the diesel heater right here, and the battery's kind of in the way. So lots to think about. I do think taking this off and using these bolts here to bolt the extrusion to the truck is a good idea, because I had to take the rack off anyway to get the top on with the mounts. So I don't know, there's lots to think about, but overall it's in good shape. It's a great camper. I know it's not insulated, but I have a 5 kilowatt diesel heater which will blow plenty of heat to keep it warm up there, and it should work out fine. Yeah, but that's the camper, and that's a wrap for this video. Stay tuned and I'll show you what I come up with on the rest of this. Okay, thanks for watching.